New tonight, a warning about your money. 12 News has been investigating scams using Bitcoin ATMs. One involves scammers posing as police, threatening to arrest if you don't pay up. Tonight, two women share their story with investigative reporter James Stratton as lawmakers work to stop the fraud from happening.
Hi, I'm Sergeant Will Collins. I'm with the Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office.
The voicemail sounds legitimate.
This is a personal and urgent matter. It's important that I speak to you as soon as possible.
Left on the phone of a woman who recently moved out of state from Milwaukee, saying she missed jury duty and needed to pay up or get arrested. She didn't want to show her face, but wanted to share her story to warn others.
Bad actors taking advantage of good people, and there's got to be some way, shape, or form to catch any of them.
While on the phone, she claimed she was transferred to different people, sending these documents with government seals and court case numbers, eventually instructing her to go to a Bitcoin ATM, similar to this one, to send $14,900 to avoid arrest.
It was just the fear, number one, that it was a perfect vulnerability.
And she is not alone. Another woman we spoke with drained most of her savings, losing $6,000.
It's a lot of money to me, yeah. It was our savings account, our checking account, that we used to pay bills with and stuff like that.
In her case, a person claiming to be a detective told her someone opened a PayPal account in her name and her accounts were hacked, and she needed to convert her cash to Bitcoin to prevent fraud. We called the people back who called these women, one with a Milwaukee County Sheriff's detective.
You reached the Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office, Civil Processing Division. Unfortunately, we're unavailable to take your call right now.
That's the same voice.
After we left a message, Detective James Carey froze that phone number subscriber information to figure out whom it belongs to. Detective Casey says MCSO investigates about 100 of these each year, and the office will never call you for money. The other number?
The number you dialed is not in service at this time.
The common thread in both scam cases, a Bitcoin or crypto ATM, an ATM that allows people to insert cash to convert it to cryptocurrency, a digital form of money instantly sending payments, not backed by banks, not regulated, so payments tend to be uninsured, meaning victims can lose everything. The fraud is surging across the country, a 99% increase in complaints from 2023 to 2024, and victims lost $246 million, according to FBI numbers. Lawmakers in Madison are introducing new legislation aimed to stop fraud using Bitcoin ATMs.
Right now, these unregulated crypto kiosks are being used for criminal activity and scams, and that's not right.
The legislation introduced by State Senator Kelda Roys and Representative Ryan Spouty will require the operator issue a refund if the customer is scammed using a crypto ATM. The bill will also require the crypto ATM operator to know their customers, giving authorities the names and contact info for scammers and victims.
We're going to have more information, more documentation for law enforcement to go out there and prosecute the actual criminal who's behind the scheme.
Plus, limit the fees operators can make and have an on-screen and printed sign like these, warning of scams.
And there was nothing like that on the machine.
Would that have stopped you in your case?
Yes, it would have. Yes, it would have.
The goal to stop scams using crypto ATMs.
It's extremely violating and shameful. How could I let this happen? How?
That's the question, right? How does this happen? James, the state is already cracking down on these crypto ATMs.
Thankfully, the State Department of Financial Institution changed the rules last week, requiring that warning signage, registration of ATMs, and a $2,000 daily limit. The bill that we just told you about, introduced in Madison, is more strict to protect people from those scams.
And people will find themselves in situations like those people that you profiled in this story. James, thank you.